What's going on, team? Jeff Nail here, reporting not live. Um, there is a live studio audience, but it is pre-recorded. I wanted to come at you guys with another thought. Um, I figure I had been gone for a while. I came back with a quick message, but I want to try to be a little bit more consistent. Um, So here I am again. I don't really have anything to talk about, but well, I always have something to talk about, but I didn't really think about it before I hit play or record. Uh, but I just started reading a book that I will share with you at a later time that made me think about something, and it made me think about this our existence as humans, where we always want to go back to the good times, reminisce about the good times, and I'm curious as to the crossover point when we stop creating the good times to spend time reminiscing. And I'm not saying that we should like forget the things in the past, but there isn't necessarily, like, if you ask me to go back to a specific age in my life to this point, while I did have a lot of fun, uh, there is not a time that I want to go back to necessarily, because like with those good times, there were also challenging times. Just like with any relationship that didn't work out, you reminisce on the great experiences that you had with that other person, and we seemingly forget about those challenging experiences as to why it did not work, and the red flags and things of that nature. And I believe in life is very similar. It's the same thing. Like, we get so enamored by the good vibes and the good feelings that we forget the challenging things that we have been through and that we have overcome. And I feel like we have the reason as to why we find ourselves so frustrated in life with different challenges and different things going on in the news is because we have this utopian idea that, oh, we have to wait until this good thing happens, or we have to get through this struggle. But I mean, like, it's all a struggle. And this book kind of made me think about it, because it, like, the author specifically asks at the beginning, which is funny. I mean, like, I'm always talking about superheroes, but the author actually brought this one up. Clark Kent and Superman, which is the alter ego? And he says that people in the audience raise their hand and they're like, Superman. Superman's the alter ego. No, Superman is the real person, and the alter ego is actually the mild mannered Clark Kent. So that mind shift in life as to happiness and the struggle, we don't understand that the struggle is life. Our life is not this destination. Our life is the path to the end, a path to the destination. We'll spend like a fraction of the time at the destination and our entire lifespan in the journey. So we have to find ways to enjoy the journey a little bit more. I mean, yeah, it could always be better. It could always be things that are going more favorably, but things could always be a heck of a lot worse as well. And I think that life is all about a balance. And there aren't many things where an extreme standpoint or mentality works. Typically, an extreme standpoint or mentality is meant to shake the tree, so to speak. It's when people aren't being listened to. And the extreme standpoint or mentality is only meant to get the attention of the room so that we can find our way to a new center, if that makes sense. You know, and if we can understand where the extremes actually lie, it helps us all to find that middle ground, because sometimes that middle ground isn't necessarily smack dab in the middle. Sometimes the middle has been pushed over to the left or the right at any given moment based on how far one extreme is. You know, so I would challenge folks that are stuck in an extreme type of mentality to talk to someone who is different from you, different in their stance, different in their mentality, to, and not necessarily to change your mind, but to just to simply get more perspective. Because I feel like when we have this mentality that we have to separate from everybody that's different from us, I feel like it just like, it just backs you into a dark corner. And from a thought perspective. And even if this idea or opinion is just like so off the wall, for lack of better words, at least it gives you more perspective to know what other people are thinking so that you can better formulate your ideas. Because at the end of the day, I can talk to a room of people that think, act, and feel just like me, and what purpose does that truly serve? The purpose is to get more people in your room, to get more people listening. And the only way to do that is to be welcoming to new ideas and perspectives, and welcoming to people who might be on the fence looking for perspective that we can potentially give. But that can only happen if we're open to hearing new ideas and challenging our own ideas. That's my thought. Off the cuff, rough, but I'm sure that we're going to be talking about this more, but that's my thoughts for right now. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing well, and we'll catch you next time.